I labeled every single thing my child owns so it couldn't be borrowed. My sister-in-law had a habit of taking things from my daughter's room whenever she visited. It started small. A hair clip here, a stuffed animal there. She'd always say her daughter Tessa loved it so much she just had to let her keep it. At first I thought I was being paranoid. Maybe my daughter Lily just misplaced things. Kids lose stuff all the time. But then I started noticing a pattern. Every single time my sister-in-law Marissa visited with Tessa, something would disappear from Lily's room. The pink unicorn blanket my mother made before she passed. Gone. Lily's favorite light-up sneakers that she'd only worn twice. Vanished. When I asked Marissa about it, she'd laugh it off. Oh, the girls must have traded. You know how kids are. But Lily was 4. She didn't understand trading. She just knew her things kept disappearing. My husband told me I was overreacting. That's just how Marissa is. She doesn't mean anything by it. But I saw how Lily cried when her grandmother's blanket was gone. That blanket was irreplaceable. I tried talking to Marissa directly. Hey, I noticed Lily's blanket ended up at your house. Can we get it back? Marissa's face went cold. Are you accusing me of stealing from a child? I backed down because I didn't want family drama. But then it happened again. Lily's birthday party. She got a beautiful jewelry box from my best friend, hand-painted with butterflies. Lily's name was engraved on the bottom. 2 hours after Marissa left, the jewelry box was gone. I called her immediately. Marissa, Lily's jewelry box is missing. Did Tessa maybe pick it up by accident? Marissa's voice was ice. I don't appreciate being accused every time something goes missing in your messy house. She hung up on me. I was done being nice. The next week, I went to the craft store and bought a label maker, industrial strength, permanent adhesive. I spent an entire weekend labeling everything Lily owned. Every single toy, every piece of clothing, every book, stuffed animal, and hair accessory. Lily's name and our phone number on everything. I even labeled her socks. My husband thought I'd lost my mind. This is excessive. You're making a big deal out of nothing. But I wasn't doing nothing anymore. Marissa's next visit was 2 weeks later for a family dinner. I watched her like a hawk. Tessa and Lily played in Lily's room while the adults talked. When it was time to leave, I stood by the door. Marissa grabbed Tessa's backpack and headed out. It looked fuller than when they'd arrived. I stopped her. Hey, can I just check Tessa's bag real quick? Lily's been missing some things lately. Marissa's face turned red. Excuse me? You want to search my daughter's bag? My husband stepped forward looking embarrassed. Honey, don't do this. But I was already unzipping the backpack. Inside was Lily's new tea set, her favorite doll, 3 books from her shelf, and the butterfly jewelry box that had been missing for weeks. The room went dead silent. My husband stared at his sister. Marissa's mouth opened and closed like a fish. Tessa started crying because she knew she was caught. Marissa stammered. The girls were sharing. Lily said Tessa could have those. I pulled out the jewelry box and flipped it over. Lily's name, engraved, permanent. This has Lily's name literally carved into it, I said calmly. Want to explain how your daughter ended up with it? Marissa grabbed Tessa's hand. This is ridiculous. I'm not going to stand here and be treated like a criminal. She looked at my husband. Are you going to let her do this? My husband didn't move. He just stared at the pile of Lily's belongings on the table. Then he looked at his sister. How long have you been doing this? Marissa's eyes filled with tears. We don't have as much as you do. Tessa deserves nice things too. I just wanted her to have what Lily has. So you stole from a 4-year-old? My husband's voice cracked. From your own niece? Marissa stormed out without another word. My husband sat down hard on the couch with his head in his hands. I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. I believed him. But I also knew I'd never apologize for protecting my daughter. The labels stayed on everything. Marissa hasn't been back to our house since. She tells everyone I accused her of being a thief in front of her child. She's not wrong. I did exactly that.